Hey everyone, and welcome to my vlog. It's actually not day, it's week. I would say it's week one since joining, and I got time and data, a SIM card after 1 week of joining to make this video and upload it. It has been one heck of a busy week since I joined. Was not expecting this sort of work. I mean, the ship itself was okay, but I will start from the beginning. So they just started to pick us up from the hotel, and then they said I had only one night stay, by the way. So just one night stay, not even 24 hours, and I was already screwed up with sleeping. So they picked us up and they took us to the customs to get all the documents and everything cleared up, and then they took us to the ship. So we were about four people. We were four people. Myself and three others were joining the ship apparently, and as everyone was already not so happy because everyone was leaving their homes, feeling homesick, and we're going into a working place. You're basically going to work. You're not going on a vacation. So everyone's mood was very somber, and there was a general sense of depression around. So we arrived at the port, and I managed to see this container ship, one Alianka container ship working, and very soon I will see my home for the next 6 months. Even though I call it home, it's never really home. Home is really where your family is and where you are really happy. So this is basically a temporary home, and as you see the green hull approaching on the corner of the screen, you will see that will be my home for the next 6 months. And I think the worst part of it is thinking about the next 6 months. It seems so far away. I'll give you a nice example. It's like looking down a tunnel. You look down a tunnel and you see just dark emptiness, right? But the light at the end of the tunnel is not visible. So I think that's a very depressing thought. So I came up the gangway and I saw that the ship was very small. This is the smallest ship I have ever been in my career. It's a 2500 TEU container ship, small with gear. So it took a bit of familiarizing for me at first because everything was new, not the usual setup I was used to. Everything was small, by the way, and everything was quite old. It's a 2008 base ship, and so I've started working early morning, starting with an anchoring station. Familiarization and everything was done, and unfortunately I was so out of it that I could not get any clips. So anyways, this was my first anchor station. The second mate I relieved was signing off in this port, and I got up 6 o'clock in the morning just to go for this anchor station. And once it was done, again, as you can see, it's light up already, and around maybe 7 o'clock, 7:30, and I had to wake up again at 12 o'clock. So basically 5.5 hours of sleep, which I will not get for the first week. First week was terrible because, first of all, I was missing home a lot. I was home for a long time, therefore the pangs of homesickness I got was very, very bad. And the other thing was my body clock was totally off. You see, the time difference here is 8 hours to that of Sri Lanka. So when you consider the time difference, I am completely like so out of sync with the sleeping schedule on the ship. But as time went by, 1, 2, 3 days, it got better. Since morning time I could not sleep. I always wake up, sleep only 2 hours or 3 hours, and I wake up by 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock after sleeping at 5 o'clock, and I could not sleep anymore. So by the time it's already afternoon and evening, I am already tired and I sleep. Anyways, after all that, we departed Brazil, and we were coming into Argentina, and this, I think, was simply one of those points where I thought, well, my job was worth it. So this clip you're seeing is from Rio Parana. We had a journey of about 330 nautical miles, about 400 kilometers in a river, going into the country, going into Argentina to a port called Rosario. It was quite an experience since this was my first time going upstream, going upriver to be more precise. And the views I saw were absolutely beautiful. There was lush greenery on both the sides, and the ship had to be handled precisely. Anything went wrong. A slight mistake would have caused us to go and hit one of these banks and getting stranded. So therefore everything had to be precise and we had to monitor everything very carefully. And the best part of that day was this beautiful sunset, which I luckily got to record because I was a little bit late on the bridge working up some stuff I had to do. So I caught this beautiful sunset, and well, now we are in Rosario, so work is hectic again. It's a terrible port where mooring is basically where you tie the ship using ropes to a jetty, to a pier, basically to the land. So when you're on a container ship, to go alongside, you use ropes, and these ropes hold you alongside the pier. So it was a terrible port regarding this, and I had to do around 2 to 3 hours of mooring stations, and that was quite bad. By the time I finished, it was already 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I was up from 12 o'clock midnight till 9 o'clock, and then around 2 hours of sleep, and I had to come back again on duty 12 o'clock. So this is how it goes. So let's see, and see you in the next video. Thank you.